sunny days, welcome back. I'm so glad you could make it. Another day, another oatmeal. I really need some new breakfast food ideas, so please let me know in the comments because your girl needs some variety aside from oatmeal, bananas, fruit, granola. The other day I did eat yogurt. I've been really into coconut yogurt because I don't love Greek yogurt or anything super dairy heavy. Coconut yogurt is kind of a hit or miss. I've tried some that were just like, no thank you. And I've tried some other ones that were really, really good. I'm not a huge creamy yogurt type of girl, so I'm pretty picky when it comes to yogurts. Anyway, that's like the only other breakfast food that I can think of that I have eaten in the past couple days. But anyway, we're gonna make oatmeal again. This time, I think I'm just gonna put slices of bananas and vanilla flavored granola. You guys know the drill. Just going to eyeball the water in here. I love using these wooden spoons. I feel like I haven't used these in such a long time, and as soon as I started making oatmeal, I was like, this is perfect for oatmeal. It's like the perfect size to grab everything, and yeah, I don't know, little things in life, right? I think I'm gonna put a little bit more water in this. There we go. I'm wondering if I should also put blueberries in here. Maybe. It's so funny when I try to mix the oatmeal, I go so aggressive with it. I think that's pretty good. Now I'm gonna put a handful of granola, just like that. I don't like to put too much because I do want to be as healthy as I can be, but I love the little crunch that it gives, you know? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the banana in. I like to slice mine because it's just more fun. Wow, this is a lot of banana. Okay, I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna skip the blueberries because she's already very full. All right, let's do a little taste test. Yeah, bananas with oatmeal is, I think, the best combo so far. I do like blueberries too, but sometimes the blueberries just aren't ripe enough and it just has this really sour tart taste that I don't love. But bananas, they're very reliable, you know what I'm saying? I thought in this hangout that I would give you an update on how my front-end web development course is going. If you guys are new to my channel, I am a full-time UX UI designer, aka product designer. I do that for my 9 to 5, and I recently decided to start taking a course for work. I get education benefits from my company, so I thought I would take advantage of that because it's basically free money to level up my skill set and learn something new. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to tell you guys how that's actually going for me now that I've been taking the course for about, I want to say, a month and a half now. So I'm more than halfway through the course. I'm learning a brand new skill set. I've never learned how to develop anything before in my life. I came in not knowing a single sentence or statement of code. Like, I don't know how to do any of that. So this was a huge challenge for me and a mental obstacle as well to get over the fear of learning something new, like so new that I have no idea of. Let me tell you, it's been such a humbling journey, that's for sure. So we'll get into that later today, but I'll be right back. I gotta finish up the workday and then we'll get into it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so excited to show you something. I got my first owlcrate box. Okay, so if you don't know what this is, it's basically a surprise mystery book subscription service, and I'm in that era. I want all the special edition covers of everything. I want all the new books to fill up my bookshelf, and I thought this would be such a fun way to build my bookshelf. I'm not trying to go crazy. I'm not overbuying books or anything like that. I honestly just thought this was such a fun concept and to be introduced to new books that I personally wouldn't purchase myself if I were to just see it at a bookstore. This is one of the subscription boxes that I signed up for. I'm gonna try a couple of other ones too and see which ones that I actually wanna stay with. There's just so many options and I just couldn't pick until I experience all of them and then see which one I want to continue with. owlcrate has two different types of subscriptions. So the one that I have is the adult fantasy one, and it ships a book once a month, and they obviously like drop teasers, and if you really wanted to find out what book that they're going to send you, I'm pretty sure you can just look it up somehow, like on their social media or on their website. To be honest with you, I feel like I looked up the spoiler for this, but then I completely forgot. So this is going to be a pleasant surprise for me too. The other subscription that they have is the YA fantasy. So I think they only have fantasy books, which works out for me because I think fantasy is one of my favorite genres. I signed up for the adult one because I think I have a different subscription that is going to have a mix of YA and adult fantasy. So anyway, let's go ahead and open this baby up. This is my first time. I haven't even looked inside. So this is going to be like a genuine reaction, if you will. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Ooh, okay. There is lots of confetti. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, I honestly, I thought I looked at the spoiler for this, but I clearly did not because I had no idea that this is the book that they were sending. I was eyeing this at Barnes & Noble. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's this one. I've been really dying to try out Olivia Blake's writing. This is Gifted and Talented. It's a new release, which I really love. I love the fact that they send you special edition covers of new released books. I just feel like that's more fun, and it introduces me to books that I typically wouldn't have picked up. On the contrary though, I definitely would have picked this up on my own, but now I'm so stoked to have a really amazing, beautiful cover of this. Okay, let's go ahead and open it. It's packaged so nicely. I mean, as it should, because it's not sheep. I thought I had sharp enough nails for this. Ugh. This is stunning. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, let me get a little closer. Guys, I genuinely cannot contain my excitement. I cannot wait to read this. Okay, so that is the front cover. Beautiful artwork. And then the sprayed edges. Oh my gosh, it looks beautiful. That's the sprayed edge. It's all around the book at the bottom too. And then they usually have artwork inside as well. Oh my God. Okay, that's what the inside looks like on the hardcover. Let me show you the back first. So, oops. Okay, I'm just gonna take this out. The hardcover on the inside. Wow. And then here is the back of the hardcover. And wow, it's the foil too. This is amazing. It says, the truth is you can fall from grace at any time. And then this is the back inside hardcover. Okay, amazing. Let me show you what the sleeve looks like, the dust jacket. So obviously you saw the front and the back, and then there's artwork on the inside too. Oh my God. I think this is like the family portraits of the characters. That is that. I'm so excited to have this on my bookshelf. Wow, what a banger of a first book subscription. Honestly, hands down, worth it. I don't think you guys can see him, but Romper is laying down right here. Okay, let me show you, because he's just so dang cute. You're so cute. Okay, sorry, I just had to let him say hello to you guys. I know I have, can you guys even see what I'm doing? Hold on. There we go. I think that's a little better. I know you guys have seen my bookshelf before, but let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a whole bookshelf tour of some sort, because I think that'll be really fun. I do have kind of a system of how I organize my books, but not really. It's still very much a work in progress because literally I just have one shelf to work with right now, which is plenty of space for right now. Just to give you an overall explanation of the layout here, I have all of the books that I've already read, my book trophies, up here, like from this up. They're all read books. And then from this row right here, this is going to be all of my physical TBR books. I'm allowing myself to fill up these 2 rows, 4 right now, of books that I want to read in the future. I typically try not to bulk buy books because I just don't want to contribute to book consumerism, but I also recognize that this is my new hobby and I just love purchasing new books from new authors and getting special edition covers of books that I've been anticipating. So it's going to be definitely a balance, and I'm trying to strike that by giving me some parameters to work with. So these 2 rows, like the very first row at the bottom and then the second row, I can fill with physical books for my physical TBR. All that said, we are here for one reason and one reason only. We are adding Gifted and Talented to my bookshelf right now. Okay, so let's see, what genre is this? This is definitely fantasy because it has fantastical elements to it. Like, I think the people have supernatural powers, but it's also like mystery, suspense, I believe, question mark. So I am going to put it somewhere near probably The Invisible Life of wow, can I speak? Addie LaRue, because that seems kind of on par with that. It's very different concepts of books, but in terms of like the overall genre, similar, I would think. So I think I could actually squeeze this in the first row actually, or this row here. I'm gonna scooch these over. Yeah, because on the right side here, I have all of my like historical fictions. This section right here, like before historical fiction, I have literary fiction. And then slightly to the left, I have kind of like mystery, thriller, suspense books. And then to the left of that, I have general fantasy. And then to the left, like furthest left here, these are more like high fantasy, YA fantasy, like very much romantasy heavy, stuff like that here. Okay, so I'm going to place this right here. I think, yeah, next to Addie LaRue. But I think what I'm gonna do is instead of having the spine face forward, I'm gonna have the special sprayed edges facing forward. I love doing that. Oh, so pretty. To be honest with you, I think the genre of Gifted and Talented might be like dark academia, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, that was like a perfect fit. Beautiful. If I buy more books, they will go to the bottom row here, which is perfect because I have all this space. Once I read any of these books, I will move them up to the red shelves. That's my system right now, but I'm sure later on I will refine it a little bit more. Maybe I'll get another bookshelf. Maybe I'll move this to the other side of the wall. Like I said, very much still a work in progress, but I just love what it looks like right now. It gives me so much satisfaction and joy every single time I look at it. It's like so beautiful. And I'm so glad that I took on this new hobby in my 30s. Okay, we're taking a quick little break to make some coffee because I am going to need it this evening. I have my front-end development course later tonight at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. My bedtime is like 9:30, guys, okay? Yeah, pretty agonizing, but it's okay. So anyway, I'm gonna need the coffee to, you know what I'm saying? It's currently 3 p.m., so I think if I miss this window in the next 30 minutes, I'm not gonna be able to drink a coffee because it's not gonna hit when I need it to hit. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I am still obsessed with this oat milk. Oh my gosh, so good. And I'm going to use my favorite double espresso pod. Is double espresso a good idea? Actually, I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, maybe. Let's just do it. Dolce. Here it is. I need to get an aesthetic glass. Let's actually use a mason jar like this one. I love it. And I actually have a lid to go on top of it in this cute little bamboo wooden top like this. First, we gotta get the ice. Oh my God. And of course, the ice machine summons Little Romper because he loves eating ice. I'm gonna actually give one to him. Alrighty, we got the ice and now I'm gonna shake this up. This is my favorite oat milk, you guys, so far. This is the best one that I found. It's the Minor Figures Barista oat milk. It's organic, plant-based. It is just the perfect balance between creamy but also tasting really, really good. I love it. It's so good. Okay, I'm gonna pour maybe like a little bit more than half. I also like a little bit of sweetness in my iced coffee, so I always put maybe a squirt or two of the organic blue agave syrup. This one's just from Costco. I'm gonna just eyeball it. Let's put a little bit more. Boop. Now let's warm up the machine. Pop in the pod. Now we just gotta wait a little bit for the machine to get warmed up. There we go. Okay, wow, this smells amazing. Okay, I haven't mixed it yet because mixing is the best part. Ooh. Let's give it a go. Oh, that is delicious. Wow. Now for the best part, we're gonna put on the little cute bamboo lid. It's so cute. All right, now getting back to work. Let's do some laundry together. I have quite a bit to fold. Okay, that looks to be everything. The thing about me is that I actually don't mind doing laundry. I just always forget to fold them since they end up in my clean laundry bag. And then it just gets kind of lost in the background. It takes me a couple days to get them folded and then into my wardrobe, but today's the day. We're finally gonna take care of this mess. Oh my gosh, there's so much dog fur on everything that I own. No amount of washing and drying can get rid of the dog fur. Let me know in the comments, please, if you have a solution to getting rid of dog fur on your clothing when you wash them, because Romper's fur is literally ingrained into the fabric of everything that I own. It's kind of bizarre. It's honestly not even worth me lint rolling because it's gonna get covered in dog fur in 0.5 seconds anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it be and put it away in my drawers. We are all set up and ready to go for the front-end web development course that I've been taking for, it feels like ages now, but we're all set up shop and I'm super excited to get started. Semi-excited because I'm a little bit scared about today's lesson. It's going to be on arrays and loops. If you are also not a web developer, you probably wouldn't know what those terms mean either. But yeah, we're all on the same page because I have no clue either. My class starts in approximately 5 minutes, so I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. To be honest with you, I want to tell you how I'm feeling because I am excited and I am still motivated to learn this stuff, but to be honest with you, I do feel a little discouraged right now. In terms of where we are in the lesson, we're kind of diving into the hard stuff when it comes to learning JavaScript. JavaScript is one of the coding languages in this bootcamp. I have been completely lost. I am having a lot of trouble understanding the concepts. It's been pretty disheartening and discouraging because I feel like I should be understanding it more quickly and just more easily, but I have been feeling a little bit down, to be honest with you, about my proficiency in this course. I did so well when we were learning like HTML and CSS stuff, but now that we're on JavaScript, I am getting so confused. I have to constantly and continuously give myself grace and let myself ask a lot of questions and feel stupid because it's just all part of the process. It's been tough, like being for real right now. It's been super, super tough mentally and emotionally as well. Like I think one day I was doing this homework that I was just struggling with so hard. I almost cried out of frustration, not gonna lie. And I haven't felt that way in a very long time. I will say, learning a new skill, like a brand new skill as an adult, it opens up a lot of doors in terms of how you feel and things that make you feel very uncomfortable. It's very blatant, like in your face, because you recognize it and you're familiar with that feeling, especially because those are feelings that you probably felt when you were younger and you're just not accustomed to it anymore because you're an adult. You're not as familiar with it. Especially for me, being such a perfectionist and being the type A person that I am, I expect myself to be good at something like immediately, and that's just not realistic. I'm human and I need to be more kind to myself, remind myself that I am brave to be doing this and I should be proud of myself for even trying. And it is going to get easier. I just have to constantly remind myself that. Right now, it feels like it's not going to get any easier and I'm just going to continue to struggle, but that's not the case. I just have to get out of this like dip, if you will. I'm sure once I get the foundation down, things will come to me a little bit more naturally. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts right now. I promise I do have more positive feelings and thoughts about taking this course, but I do have to be real and I wanted to share with you my raw thoughts on what's going on in my brain right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. It's 7 p.m. right on the dot, so I'm going to join my Zoom class now.
Real world scenario, that's more of what you would be. And that's actually what the lesson tonight is about. We're going to talk about arrays, and we're going to work with some arrays with loops. We need the submit button, which was just submit. And we can just call it submit. Curly brackets for an object, but for arrays, we use these square brackets. So when JavaScript comes to this, it says, okay, this is an array.
Okay, so would you say that objects are better for when you need relationships between certain, like when you have to establish a relationship between like certain values? And then arrays would just be kind of like a list. Oh, yeah. I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Right. So I can do this in my comment. And that way we don't get those under.
Okay, we're taking a 10-minute break, so I thought I would chat with you guys. As you briefly saw, I have made it a point to ask all my silly little questions, all the questions that make me feel stupid or might make me look stupid. I have been just setting aside all of my shame, all of my pride and ego aside so that I can really optimize my learning by asking all the questions. That is one of the things that I got so much better at as someone who's learning a new skill in her 30s. I think it's important to realize that sometimes you might think you are the only one who is struggling with this and who has this question, but that is not true. From my experience, I feel like 8 times out of 10, other people are questioning the same thing and you're just doing them a favor by asking it aloud. And it also helps because when you are the one who's asking the question, you can retain the information a little bit better because that is like on you, like you are putting the ownership on yourself. At least that's how my brain works. Like if someone else asks the question and I'm just listening like passively, I don't retain the information as well. But when I am verbalizing the question and interacting with the teacher when he's giving the answers, I definitely remember things a little bit better. I comprehend things and I can ask questions back if it still doesn't make sense. So it's been really helpful. I'm learning a lot of things. So take this for what it's worth, but this is my personal experience with my course that I'm taking. I hope me sharing this experience with you helps you out in some way. It has been a very humbling experience, I will tell you that, but I feel like I'm just learning so much and it makes me feel good that I'm challenging myself. I'm making my brain work a little bit harder, exercise those muscles. It's been a good experience so far. I am a little scared about the final project because I have to build a whole website by myself, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. We're at Compass Coffee. The other coffee shop was full already, and it's only like almost 9 o'clock, so very strange. A lot of people are trying to have a productive Sunday, I guess. But this one looks pretty good. Let's try to find a seat first. Could I please get the iced lavender matcha latte?
Yes. And then I'll have the cherry blossom cream cold brew.
Anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you. Alrighty, guys, we finally made it to Compass Coffee. Yeah, this morning was pretty rough. This was a rough journey for sure because We went to Caffeine, which is the closest like aesthetic coffee shop that is around our area, but it was packed. Like every seat in the house was filled, so we had to figure out a plan B. But before that, I had to go back home to get my headphones because I forgot them at home. So we had to pick that up and then come back out. Now we're in Fairfax at Compass Coffee. And yeah, it is so spacious here. There's a lot of seats and tons of outlets. So this was perfect. We are spending our Saturday morning trying to be as productive as we can. I have a lot of homework to do because there's a final project that's due for my front-end web development class, and I need to get started on that. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest, and it's due at the end of this month. I got a couple of weeks left, so I have time, but I'm starting to think that I need to get a start on it, you know? Then I have to edit a video that is gonna go up tomorrow, so we're gonna do all of that today, right here, right now. So we're working at a cafe together again. Let me show you guys my current setup. This place is so cute. Look at the background. So cute. Okay, so this is the current setup. I have my computer here. The tables are a little tiny, so that's the only thing, but Charlie is not really using it that much. So I asked him to bring the other table over, but he was like, no, I don't need that much space. So, you know, whatever. It's fine. And I got coffee. I got the lavender matcha latte. It's very aesthetic. It's super cute. I love the different colors. I feel like for me, if I'm going to do extra work on the weekends, might as well try to make it fun and find a cute little aesthetic, cozy cafe to work out of. I'm curious, let me know in the comments if you also go somewhere to do some work on the weekends. Do you like to go to a coffee shop like me, or do you like to go to a bakery or a library? Like, where do you usually go to work on the weekends? Or if you work from home, do you ever like travel somewhere else to work? Because I would love to do that more. Also, I think I'm getting much better at filming in public because I feel no shame right now. And I think it also helps that not a lot of people are here. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the vibes here. Subscribe if you want more cozy content on soft productivity and balanced living. And that's a wrap.